Coming up in this episode of the Theme Park News Show, I'll be sharing an introduction to our new weekly series. Along with that, I'll be taking a look at some construction updates from various new projects opening in 2019, plus I'll be talking about more new additions across the UK for the upcoming season. It's Friday the 8th of March 2019, and this is the Theme Park News Show. Welcome to a brand new series of the Theme Park News Show. I'm Sean Sandbrook, and every Friday evening at 5 PM UK time, I'll be releasing a brand new episode here on Theme Park Worldwide. Now this is the place to be for all the latest theme park and attraction news from all across the world in one place. Throughout the week I'll be collecting all of the news up with different videos, photos and lots of information to share with you in the video, and then every Friday at 5 I'll be here with a brand new video. Every episode of the Theme Park News Show will also be uploaded into its own playlist here on the channel, so if you want to look back through previous episodes, maybe a ride was announced and you want to go back and see when we first spoke about it on the channel, maybe it had a photo that we shared here on a video, and so many more options. You can go back and look at them in a dedicated playlist. Now of course, along with all the latest theme park news, we've got some brand new segments for this year, along with a brand new title sequence, brand new music and so much more. It's had a huge refresh for 2019 and I'm looking forward to getting started and sharing it all with you here on Theme Park Worldwide. Anyway, let's kick straight in then as we move in with news on the tracks. News on the Tracks will always be the first segment of the Theme Park News Show and is the place to be in 2019 to get in the loop with all of the different theme park and attractions news. Now of course, instead of you having to search through various different websites and videos, it keeps it nice and easy. All of the news Friday at 5 on Theme Park Worldwide. It's all in one place and it keeps you up to date with what's going on in this wonderful industry. Now of course, I collect up all the news throughout the week from various different sources, mainly from the parks themselves when they make official announcements and press releases. I'll also be sharing special reports every so often in this section where sometimes I might be on location at a park, bringing you a little section about some news if I've gone to that park. Maybe I'll have a special guest with me and so on. There's so much more potential for this segment and you'll see that throughout 2019. Let's start off then with talking about some of the new additions coming to 2019 at theme parks across the world. Now I spoke a lot about these last year when they got announced, but of course we're only weeks away from some of these opening. Of course some of them are opening in a few months time, some sooner than others. So let's start off with a bit of a construction update from Untamed, the new RMC conversion of Robin Hood at Walibi Holland. As soon as this project was announced back in summer 2018, I was very excited to follow the progress of this, and it's coming on really well now. Now this video is around 2 weeks old, and this is from the official Walibi Holland YouTube channel that have been doing fantastic updates all about Untamed. And we've also got some more facts about the ride now as well, including fantastic news that it's actually going to feature 5 inversions. That's more than any other hybrid coaster and any other Rocky Mountain construction coaster in the world. So that's a huge thing for them to have at Walibi Holland. As you can see in the footage just here, construction progressing really well at a rapid pace, and it is expected to be finished and open in July 2019. Now of course, along with the footage just there as well, the park have been sharing images all across their social media. Definitely go out there, give them a follow on Instagram, Twitter and of course Facebook to see all of the latest updates coming from the park, and this is where the images are from. So let's have a little look at these just here. As we can see, the track is coming on really nicely now. That first inversion's been installed, and look at some of the elements on this ride. I mean, I've done some incredible rides by Rocky Mountain Construction. Of course, Steel Vengeance, which is my #1 coaster at Cedar Point. Wildfire, that's also up there in my top 5 over at Sweden. Along with that as well, I've done Twisted Colossus at Six Flags Magic Mountain. That was my first RMC that I went on. So I'm really excited to get on Untamed. Of course, the good thing about this as well is it's not too far away from us here in the UK. So definitely get out there to the park in 2019, have a summer trip, go and visit some of the parks that are nearby, and go and ride this beast of a coaster. Now Robin Hood, you know, the ride itself wasn't anything spectacular, so you know, it's good to see that they're turning it from an old wooden coaster into this huge ultra modern RMC with these 5 inversions, and yeah, can't wait for it. Like I say, keep your eyes peeled on their official channel as well to see what they're posting as soon as it goes on. But if you don't manage to catch it, of course I'll be keeping you up to date every Friday at 5 on Theme Park Worldwide. There you are, that's like my tagline this year, my catchphrase so to speak. Anyway, let's move on then to another coaster that's opening in 2019. This is Steel Curtain at Kennywood. This is built by S&S and will feature 9 inversions. This is coming on nicely. I was a bit concerned towards the end of last year because not much had seemed to be done in terms of the track going up. I mean, it was a lot of groundwork taking place, and then all of a sudden steel arrived and the coaster started to go up, and yeah, this looks amazing. It's 4,000 feet of track we're looking at here, and like I say, there are 9 inversions. It's going to be incredible. Work's coming along really nicely now. Here's a bit of video footage from a couple of months back. You've seen it on your screen there, and yeah, you can see all the snow on the ground, and they're still going through with it. The work has been progressing well, and yeah, like they've actually moved on now. That footage, like I say, is a couple of months old. As we can see now from these new images here, the lift hill is starting to go up there. You've got all that chain mechanism going into place. So much work goes into these rides, and I just want to say a big thank you to anyone who works out there in the industry, working in these cold temperatures and building these incredible coasters for all of us to ride. I know there's a lot of people here on the channel that are very excited to see that ride complete. A lot of locals to the park who regularly watch the videos who are going to be going there. And yeah, hopefully I might get to ride it on the trip when we do our USA trip in June, but I'm not too sure. I think, you know, there's a lot of work still to be done on it. Then it's got to be tested. I think it could be more a July sort of opening for this, but if not, it's not the end of the world. We didn't sort of book the USA road trip to get all of these new additions. It was just to go to the parks for the first time, and obviously we know we're already going to get Yukon Striker at Canada's Wonderland, Copperhead Strike at Carowinds. So yeah, you know, it's not the end of the world if we don't get on them on the America road trip, but of course it would be a bit of a bonus if we do. Moving on then, Copperhead Strike, as I just mentioned, at Carowinds. Now this of course looks brilliant. It's a Mack Rides coaster, double launch coaster with 5 different inversions, and a full POV was released on Wednesday. So here it is. Let's have a little look then at how this thing runs. Of course, it comes straight out of the station into that first inversion that it takes really nice and slow, lots of hang time. You know, you kind of look at Icon's inversion, you know, in that first section, but a lot slower. It's going to go through that, and you're going to get incredible hang time with them restraints. Of course, round to the first launch into a loop, and yeah, 5 inversions on that ride. The highlight of that to me, from looking at this POV, as you'll see shortly, is the fact you've got that launch on the airtime hill and then straight up into that massive moment of hang time. I think this is going to be a great ride. We're definitely going to get to ride this, as long as it doesn't have any issues, of course, when we visit Carowinds in June. And yeah, this looks incredible. Mack Rides build some really good quality roller coasters and attractions, so I've got full like potential that this is going to be one of my favourite Mack rides, to be honest. I really think it could be. I love the colour scheme, the theme of it looks interesting, and yeah, really looking forward to seeing that complete. Next up, let's have a construction update from Mystic at Walibi Holland. I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing that right. You know what my pronunciation's like if you've watched the channel for a long time. I'm awful at pronouncing some names and different rides and parks, but I try my best. But yeah, there you go. It's Mystic at Walibi Holland. Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. Of course, the Smiler at Alton Towers is an Infinity Coaster. And yeah, looking at this, the colour scheme is really nice. That track looks really good. I think it'll be a good ride, actually. You know my thoughts on Gerstlauer. I'm not normally a huge fan, but it's, you know, it looks like quite a good layout for this. I think it's promising. Gerstlauer seems to be getting better when it comes to building rides as well, and of course I look forward to riding Carnan at Hansapark this year, so that's going to be great to actually ride that. I can't believe I've not done it yet. It's shocking, isn't it, that I've not been on it. But yeah, a few construction updates there, again shared officially via the park, like all of these updates are, and yeah, it's coming on really nicely there, and I'm not too sure if I'm going to get to ride it this year. I've not got a trip planned out there to do it, but you know, if I get some spare time, likewise with some other parks, I might go out there and see Mystic once it's complete. Now, of course, there's more new additions coming to theme parks in the UK that have recently been announced. Now, we already spoke last year about the Alton Towers Dungeon and, of course, the Haunted House Monster Party, the new Madhouse that's opening at Legoland in Windsor. But yeah, like that was about all we knew about the UK theme parks and what they were offering. But yeah, we've got a few new bits to talk about now. So Peter Rabbit's Hippity Hop Ride at Alton Towers is coming to CBeebies Land, which is basically two versions of the Frog Hopper, two little drop towers for the kids to go on, family ride, and yeah, that's going to sit near to Go Jetters, so that'll be interesting to see. Teletubbies are also coming to Alton Towers with a live show that's starting a few weeks after the season kicks in. Obviously over at Pleasurewood Hills, they announced a couple of years back that Rattlesnake was going to be remaining closed at the park. They've now managed to somehow fix it, and yeah, it's been completely rethemed, rebranded into Express. I like that, Express, and it's got like a farmyard theme. I believe that whole area is undergoing a bit of work, a new like farmyard style restaurant, a couple of attractions being rethemed, which is great to see. So yeah, we'll be down at Pleasurewood Hills to see that at some point in the early season. Adventure Island in Southend, there's going to be a new flat ride coming. Big thanks to my friend Danny who took this image a couple of weeks back, and yeah, it looks like it could be called Axis, or Axes, however you want to say it. And yeah, it looks to be some sort of frisbee ride. Looks like one what might do a full 360 degree. So yeah, I look forward to getting to Adventure Island, of course, for our annual visit. Might go a couple of times this year if I get time to visit. And yeah, there you go, that's coming to Adventure Island at some point in 2019. Finally, let's talk about Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach, who've also made an announcement for this year, and that's Air Max 360, another flat ride that does, we know, 100% takes you all the way over. I've been on similar rides to this before, and yeah, it looks like it'll be quite an interesting addition to the park. Good to see they're putting in new rides. They had a couple of new flats a few years back. They've done some work to the Ghost Train this year, I believe. I've always said that needed a bit of TLC doing to it. So I look forward to seeing it, and of course sharing updates from those here on Theme Park Worldwide. Now, like I say, a lot of these rides, there's still quite a bit of work to be done with the construction. Check out all of the official social media pages for those parks to be kept up to date with what's going on. And like I say, every Friday at 5, I'll be back with more updates when there is to share them here on Theme Park Worldwide. Anyway, moving on then now to another brand new section for 2019. Where am I? Where am I? So welcome to this brand new section for 2019 here on the Theme Park News Show. One of two interactive sections that I'll be bringing to you every Friday here on the channel. So yes, it's called Where Am I? And basically it's nice and simple what I'm going to do. When I'm about visiting different theme parks throughout the year, I'm going to be taking a photo of me somewhere in a theme park, and all you've got to do is guess where am I. So I'll take the photo and I'll share it each week here on the video, and yeah, then all you've got to do is comment down below. It's just for fun. Where am I? So there you go. It's going to be quite a fun one. You might be thinking, hang on a minute, that's going to be quite easy to work out. Well, here's a little twist to it. Now, I'm not just going to be taking a selfie every time or getting someone to take a photo of me. Sometimes I might just, I don't know, for example, take a picture of my feet and they'll be on a different bit of floor somewhere in a theme park. A bit of a recognisable floor. I wouldn't just do it on a random piece of tarmac and expect you to guess it. Say, you know, we're in Hex queue line at Alton Towers, for example, where you know you're in the towers, you know, you've got that sort of floor in. I might take a picture just of my feet on this floor, and then you've got to guess where am I. Just for fun, I thought we'll do something a bit different this year. Instead of guessing roller coasters and rides, let's do this, you know, where am I? So yeah, it should be good fun. Hashtag where am I? And yeah, it's going to be a good year for it in 2019. Every week, I'm going to be taking a different photo. And yeah, I've not took my first one yet, because of course it's the first episode. So I thought I'd just sort of explain a bit about how it's going to be done. Give me some feedback in the video comments, and we'll be starting it in next Friday's episode. Next Friday at 5. There you go. God, I won't do it all year, I promise. But there you go. So it's going to be really exciting. Where am I? It's very different, and like I say, if it goes down well, I'll get a few other people from Theme Park Worldwide in the photos, and yeah, we can have some real good fun with this throughout 2019. So we'll see how it goes. There's room for it to be tweaked and stuff if it needs to be, and yeah, let me know any feedback down below in the video comments. Anyway, every time that it comes back the week after, I'll reveal a photo of where I was. I'll show you that same photo and then also show a zoomed out photo of where I am as well. That's after feedback from last year that people wanted to see the roller coaster sort of zoomed out, so that's the plan with this. The week after, when I reveal it, I'll show you a zoomed out photo of where I am, and then you'll think, there you are, I thought I recognised it. But there you go, that's a new section, and that'll be launching in next Friday's episode. Anyway, it's now time for your theme park moments. Theme parks are very special to most of us, and we've all got special moments that have happened at them parks. For me, meeting my wonderful girlfriend Charlotte at Alton Towers is a huge part of my theme park memories over the years, and that's what this segment is all about. Throughout 2019, when you're visiting these different theme parks, I'd love for you to take photos of you with your friends, your family, your loved ones, the people who feel close to you, and share that theme park moment with us here on the Theme Park News Show. Of course, there's lots of other opportunities for this as well. You can take selfies out the front of rides. Maybe you've got an on-ride photo that you want to share in. Of course, as usual, if you've got birthdays or special shout outs for special occasions, we'll also share them in this section as well. It's all about you, and that's why it's your theme park moments. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys send in. Similar format to what we've done over the past few years, but really with that meaning behind it this year. About who you spend that time with at the parks. It's a very special place for us when you step in through the gates. A lot of people feel like they've just left their everyday world behind and they've stepped into this place of magic and rides. And that is what it's all about, and I want to make sure that we're sharing that, all the love what people have got for theme parks in this section. Bit of a happy place for you all to sort of come in every Friday and share your memories, and of course anybody can see them here on Theme Park Worldwide. Now of course if you want to send them in, just do it via the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page and Instagram page as a private message. Also we ask if you could send, if it is an image that you are sending over, the highest quality image that you have got. Just so you can see yourselves a lot better when we put it in the following week's video. Of course, make sure you've got everyone's permission who is in the photo before you send it to us, because it is going to be going on our YouTube channel, so you want to make sure, of course, that they don't mind their face being in the video. And yeah, we'd love to see all of your different images. Be a bit more creative throughout the year. I'll be setting a few different challenges for you to take photos with and things. So yeah, keeping it nice and interactive. The channel's always been interactive, and this year I want to make sure we're all sharing that theme park love that we've all got and putting them in this section. It's your theme park moments, and that's what it's all about. It's your news show, and come back every Friday at 5 for a brand new episode. But there you go, that has come to the end of the first episode in the series of the Theme Park News Show, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, I'm always welcome to any feedback down below in the video comments, and of course in the description there is links to our social media as well. I nearly lost it there. At Theme Park WW to follow us on Twitter, Theme Park Worldwide, all one word, on Instagram, or Theme Park Worldwide over on the Facebook page. So there you go, we would love to see you over there on our social media. Of course, stay tuned for brand new videos throughout the week here on the channel. There's new vlogs this weekend. We're at Chessington World of Adventures and Legoland, and hopefully it won't be raining like it's just started to here at the World of Theme Parks. You can probably hear it on the roof. But there you go, so lots of updates to come, and next Friday I'll be back with another brand new episode. I'm Sean Sandbrook, thank you very much for watching the Theme Park News Show, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you next Friday.